Welcome yet again to Emirates D10 2023, powered by fan code match number 22, Ajman versus Abu Dhabi. Without wasting a lot of time, let's head down where we've got Faizan with the two captains for the toss.
Welcome to the toss of match number 22 at the Emirates D10 2023. It's powered by fan code. The next match is going to be played between Ajman and Abu Dhabi. We have the two captains here with us. From Ajman, which is going to be the home team, we have Adnan Ul Mulk. And from Abu Dhabi, we have Ali Abid. Ajman is going to toss the coin. Adnan will do the honors. Heads is the call. Tails it is. So, Adnan, you have won the toss. What have you decided?
We'd like to bat first.
Is there a particular reason why?
Yeah, because I believe in this format, batsmen that's what's going to win us the tournament if we bat up and score well. And that's why we are putting emphasis on our batting.
What do you have to say about the wicket? It's behaving a little differently today.
Yeah, the wicket is a little bit slow, it's a little bit breaking, but we have the spinners to back that up as well. But if we bat positively, we can counter-attack that.
The tournament hasn't gone as planned for you. So what are the plans for the upcoming matches?
Well, basically, it's to play our best and win all of them. That's what we can do to qualify to the further rounds. And we wish to win the tournament then.
Thank you so much for this and all the best for today's game, Adnan. Thank you. Well, we have Ali Abid here with us, one of the leading run getters in the tournament. Everything is happening right, Ali, आपकी team के लिए. Top 2 आपके runs कर रहे हैं, wickets आप ले रहे हैं. So where do you see yourself going from here now?
या इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे जैसा चल रहा है अच्छा मोमेंटम बना हुआ है हमारा कल थोड़ा सा अनलकी रहे थे लेकिन कोशिश करेंगे कि आज अच्छे से फिनिश करें
और टॉस हार के कोई तकलीफ या बाद में ही बैटिंग की होती आपने?
नहीं एक्चुअली हम बॉलिंग ही करने वाले थे पहले अगर टॉस जीते भी तो ये हमारे लिए अच्छा होगा कि उन्होंने हमें बॉलिंग दे दी पहले
ऑलराइट विकेट लगता है कि कुछ अलग करेगा आज?
कल वाला ही विकेट है कल भी हमने अच्छी बैटिंग की थी तो आज कोशिश करेंगे इनको 80-90 के बीच में पकड़े तो इंशाल्लाह हमारे पास अच्छे बैट्समैन हैं तो सेकंड में वैसे भी हम चेज में थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल हैं तो कोशिश करेंगे इंशाल्लाह चेज करेंगे
विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट आज के मैच के लिए एंड ऑफ कोर्स फॉर योर ओन बैटिंग एज वेल यू हैव बीन डूइंग फैंटास्टिक. Well, that is the news from the middle. Ajman, the home team, has won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Right, so the news from the centre is that Ajman has won the toss and elected to bat first. And I think that is a right decision. If they can get enough runs on the board, they might just be able to upset a very strong-looking Abu Dhabi. Let's look at the playing 11 for both the sides. Ali Abid, the captain for Abu Dhabi. Anup, Gopal, Krishna, Kamran, Atta, Mohammad Mohsin, Muqtadar Babar, Naik Mohammad, Osama Hasan Shah, Raja Akifullah, the fast bowler, Uzair Bacha, Zishan Ali, Zubair Khan. While Ajman, Shiraz Pia right at the bottom. And I'm going from bottom to top. Shakur Sher, Sagar Kalyan, Rahul Chopra, Mohammad Usman, Mohammad Ajmal, Harshit Kaushik, Isam Mutiur Rab, Ayman Ahmed, Ankur Sangwan and Adnan Ul Mulk, the captain of Ajman. So we've got the two openers in all readiness to open and start the proceedings. It's Adnan Ul Mulk who will be starting the proceedings for Ajman with the bat, and with him is the dangerous Abdul Shakur Sher. He is going to be the batter who'll be on non-striking end, but always striking right from the middle of the bat. Joining me in the comm box is Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you, Shoaib. Well, Ajman winning the toss and electing to bat, I think that's a new strategy from Team Ajman. They've not been able to get a good grip of this tournament. Meanwhile, Raja Akifullah will start the proceedings for Team Abu Dhabi. In he comes, first delivery that's been played through the covers. Will only be a single now. Adnan Ul Mulk off the mark, and so is Team Ajman. That'll bring Abdul Shakur Sher. He's been in prime form in this tournament. He's been the one who's been able to get the good start for Team Ajman. They just, I think, have been falling behind in those middle overs. It's been a fragile middle order. They haven't been able to get that finish at the end as well.
Yes, you're right. I think the top order looks heavy. It looks good for Ajman. It's the middle order that has not been able to fire. And that could be an opening for Abu Dhabi. If they can get a few early wickets, they will definitely gain the upper hand in this contest. Ajman versus Abu Dhabi. Akifullah versus Abdul Shakur. This is a lip-smacking contest.
Oh, absolutely. And an excellent start from Raja Akifullah. Well, very smart start, I would say. Starts off with that slower delivery. That didn't bounce as much as Abdul Shakur was expecting it to. And Raja Kifullah comes in once again. That's a better delivery. Pulled, hooked, but straight to the fielder at the square leg. Will be a single. He's off the mark as well. Yeah, that's a hooked well by Abdul Shakur. Has been played well, but straight to mid-off. They're off for a quick single. Direct hit, and that would have been really close. One more run, so they're dealing in singles here. Good start, excellent start from Raja Akifullah. And that'll be interesting to see if Team Abu Dhabi can explore the options of their spinners when they will start to come in. Because Raja Akifullah has done really well in the start of this innings. Hasn't conceded a boundary yet, and that's of prime importance at the start of the innings. Don't give away too many boundaries, and that can put pressure on the batting side. And mind you, Ajman are feeling the heat with not winning too many games. They've just won one game so far.
Yes, they are right at the bottom of the points table with just one win to their name. They have been good in patches and just have not been able to play as a unit. And that needs to change for Ajman. 5 balls bowled in this over, just 4 singles. Good over this one from Akif. Field change as there is a long on that goes back. Goes full right into the block hole, Akif. And Nanul Mulk gets some bat onto it. Only a single, so good over this one from Akif. 5 runs off it. That's the broadcast and streaming partner. Fan code, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan, broadcast and digital. CricTracker on YouTube and Sports Eye on Facebook. It's an ITW Prod-G and TPT 360 production, and we're live from the beautiful world-class ICC Academy in Dubai.
Well, this has been a wonderful tournament, hasn't it? The Emirates D10 2023 powered by Fancode. It's going to be an amazing tournament. We've seen some thrillers coming in. So Mohammad Mohsin, the new bowler, 7 matches, 5 wickets. Now they're not going with that strategy of bowling the spinners, I think, Abu Dhabi. They're relying on their faster bowlers. That's a good hit from Adnan Ul-Mulk. Gets a good part of the bat, but it's running away towards the longer part of the ground. Raja Akifullah, well, that's sloppy, but they will not go for the third, or will they? Yes, they've gone for 3 runs. That's excellent running between the wickets.
Yes, as you mentioned, is the longer part of the boundary, so you will always have big gaps on offer. This one was hit in the gap, and that's the running. First run, second, Abdul Shakur was looking at the ball and then decides to go because of the fumble. They go for the third run.
Yeah, that's amazing running. I think that's what they need to do on a wicket which is not really helping the batters. They have to make sure they convert those singles into doubles. The running will have to be 120%. Meanwhile, that's been played towards mid-on. Quick single and a direct hit, and direct hits are always close. That will be referred to the third umpire. That can be curtains for Abdul Shakur.
Direct hits always very close. And that was a good fielding effort from Abu Dhabi. Big swing of the bat. A direct hit, and I think he's made it. Well, this is touch and go. This is the most difficult job. All the best, match referee Mr. Iftikhar Ali.
Well, that looks really, really close. One frame, and that would have made a difference. But now I think it'll be a difficult task for the third umpire. But what a pick up and throw from the fielder. Zishan, I think. And that's where the ball hit the stumps. Let's have... it's been given as not out. So early scare for Abdul Shakur. An excellent decision. I think there was a lot of doubt in that. And the right call has been made. And Abu Dhabi still searching for that first wicket. Adnan ul Mulk 6 of 4 for him. Abdul Shakur 3 of 4. A different intent coming in.
Yes, 9 on the board, and that was a very narrow escape for Abdul Shakur. Oh, that's hit on the back pad. Appeal, but that was definitely missing all the 3 stumps and more.
Absolutely. Very good delivery coming in for Mohsin. A lot of pace on that, cramping him for room. Adnan ul Mulk wanted to probably hit it down towards the onside. Was a tad bit late on that shot. Let's have a look once again. Look at that. Didn't bounce as much as Adnan was expecting as well. The umpire very convinced, and rightly so. 10 runs on the board after 9 deliveries. This has been an excellent start for Abu Dhabi. They haven't conceded a boundary yet. Tries to scoop that. Will be given as a wide down the leg side. Mohsin, I think he was trying to bowl something else, but as soon as he saw Abdul Shakur going for that scoop shot, he changed his delivery and bowled it as a wide.
That was a good effort again. Let's look at that run out. It was just touch and go, the narrowest of margins. And in the end, I think the right call was made. Abdul Shakur narrowly managing to get there. Goes fine, goes towards the fine leg, a foot. But that's not going to stop the ball from crossing the ropes. So 4 signalled, and rightly so. And Shakur continues to enthrall us with his innovative cricket.
Oh yeah, that scoop we were talking about. And that's the first boundary for Team Ajman. 4 runs. And an expensive over, I think. 9 runs coming off it so far. They've got 2 more deliveries to go. And Abdul Shakur looking like he'll probably trying to go and get as many runs as possible. Goes for that scoop once again and connects it well. But they've got a fielder placed for that kind of shot. Will be a single. But the intent is quite clear.
One more ball to go in the over. 10 runs in this one from Mohsin. Ajman dugout. Looks relaxed. Cut in the gap by Adnan ul Mulk. And they scamper through for 2. That brings the second over to an end. It's 18 for no loss.
Zishan, the new bowler, starts off with a good delivery, low full toss, but that's been played really well. Excellent shot from Abdul Shakur. What a way to greet the new bowler. That wasn't a bad delivery. I think a low full tosses are always difficult. I think, but the width offered by Zishan on that occasion, that helped Abdul Shakur to get it past the boundary.
Yeah, low full toss. And Abdul Shakur, the kind of form he's in, the kind of batter he is, he will not miss out on that. Look at that, just leaning and just pushing it over extra cover, clearing his front leg. Yeah, just getting to the ball in time and placing it over extra cover for 4.
Well, with the way the wicket was playing, Shoaib, I think Ajman has done a wonderful job with the start.
Yes, and I think the bowlers have not, I think Abu Dhabi has just not seen the first game. I think they were on their way and they have not bothered to see how the pitch has behaved in the first game. Had they observed that, had they seen it, they wouldn't have bowled with fast bowlers up front. And this is the 3rd over in progress and you've still not seen a fast bowler, spinner, beg your pardon, come into the attack.
And also, Shoaib, they don't have too many fast bowlers, too many spinners in their arsenal. They've got Zubair, who bowls those left arm spins. And an excellent shot from Abdul Shakur Sher. That's his favourite part of the ground. And he connects it really well. 316 boundaries in this tournament so far. And look at the way he just scooped that.
Yes, for Abdul Shakur, you need to have a fine leg in place all the time, every time. You can't be bowling with a fine leg in. If you've seen him bat, you know that he enjoys using the pace on the delivery and playing it towards the fine leg. So I think Abu Dhabi have turned up today without doing their homework.
Well, they've made that change straight away. The long on is in place. The square leg has been brought into the circle. And now you'll see Abdul Shakur trying to hit that pull shot towards square. Oh, he plays it even better now. Right over the keeper's head. A fielder being there or not doesn't matter to Abdul Shakur.
That was a risky shot from Abdul Shakur, but I don't think there is a word called risk in his dictionary. He doesn't know what that means. He's never heard of it. He just plays the way he feels like. 17 of 10. I think if Ajman can get to 100, they might have a chance in this game. Depends on who they bowl and who are the bowlers who are available at their disposal.
Oh, absolutely. And we've seen Ajman coming out with a different approach to this game. They've been a lot more intentful. And I think they will need somebody in the middle, I feel, Shoaib, or it can be either Abdul Shakur Sher as well, who brings in that impetus, that difference in the game. One big knock in quick time, and that can probably change the context of the game. And if they are to manage to get to 100 runs somehow, I think that will be where Abu Dhabi will feel the pinch in the second innings.
Oh, yes, indeed. They will definitely, I think, would have felt that the playing 11 could have been a lot different based on the wicket. Oh, played it towards the short third now. Where do you bowl to this man? He's finding gaps for fun. And that's another 4 to end the over. 3 overs bowled, 32 for no loss.
Dafa News, one of the sponsors for the Emirates D10 powered by FanCode. And it's going to be spin. Zubair comes in and straight away gets some purchase of the wicket. Well, spinners are really difficult to maneuver here for the batters. It's Adnan Abdul Shakur Sher and Adnan Al Mulk, the two batters. Abu Dhabi yet to break this partnership, which is going quite strong at 32 in 3.1. Oh, good delivery once again. And Kamran He's really interested in this loud appeal. He's almost convinced now.
The spinners immediately bringing an impact in this game. Zubair being brought into the attack. First ball, there is an appeal that has gone upstairs. So I really don't understand how Abu Dhabi have not yet brought a spinner in place. That's a fair delivery. Gets turn. The feet is... Again, all the best, third umpire, in judging that. Very difficult call. Some part of the foot has to be behind the crease. I think the feet is grounded at this time.
There's too much doubt, I think, Shoaib. And yes, that has been given as not out, rightly so. So Adnan al-Mulk survives, and Abu Dhabi still searching for that first wicket. 32 on the board, but this has been an excellent start for Zubair in this over. He's bowled 2 deliveries, 2 dot balls, and that'll put pressure on the captain. Steps down, unable to connect as required. Will be a single, and that'll bring Abdul Shakur on back on strike. Now with lack of pace, we'll have to see what he tries to do, how he tries to play. Goes to that reverse hit and straight in the air. Easy catch for Osama Hassan. And soon as the spinners are brought in, they bring a wicket as well. The partnership is broken. First blood drawn by Team Abu Dhabi. Abdul Shakur share a big wicket has fallen for Team Ajman.
Well, the spinner's doing the job, and no surprises there. Immediately, as soon as he's brought, he's given a wicket, an important breakthrough. It's Abdul Shakur walking back, 21 of 11, and it's 33 for 1.
Sagar Kalyan, the new man, 6 matches, 122 runs. He goes for the reverse straight away, and Kamran is interested once again. And even this time he's convinced. He's been given and referred to the third umpire.
Well, Kamran is one man you'll never look to in case you're deciding for a DRS, because every time he thinks that he's got his man. He'll never say no. That's a fair delivery. Brings out the sweep. His foot never moved. Oh, yeah, it did move. It did move. It's on the crease. It's still on the crease. Oh, dear. This is another close call. But I think at this point in time, when the bails are disturbed, his foot is on the crease.
Oh, this looks very, very close. Are the bails in the air? That's another question that needs to be asked. We can't see from this angle if the bails are in the air. If
Well, I think it's on the line. I think it's on the line. It has been given out, and rightly so.
some
The
part
foot.
of the foot needs to be behind the crease, Shoaib.
Yes, I think. And this time it was conclusive that some part of the foot was not behind the crease. So that is why the umpire making the right call. For me too, if I would have been the umpire, I thought that this was out.
Oh yeah, so spinners doing the trick. Zubair Khan picking up back-to-back wickets. He knows how he's on a hat-trick now. We have yet to see a hat-trick in this Emirates D10. Short stay. Checked out before he could check in. Sagar Kalyan, 33 for the loss of 2 wickets. On a hat-trick now. Zubair, last delivery in this over. He's picked up 2 wickets, just gave away 1 run so far. Mohammad Ajmal, the new man, plays it very confidently towards the offside. Single to end the over. A successful one for Zubair. Brilliant over in the context. Just 2 runs and 2 wickets. 34 for the loss of 2 after 4. Powered by sponsor fan code for the Emirates D10 2023. 4 overs done, 34 for the loss of 2. That one spin over coming in for Team Abu Dhabi, and that's done the trick. They've managed to break the partnership and do one better, pick up another wicket.
And that was an important wicket as well. That was an important wicket as well. Sagar Kalyan, the man who has scored runs for Ajman, he's been sent back on the very first ball. Ajmal now has come out to bat. So quite a few changes to the Ajman playing 11.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at both the wickets. There was steps down, has been played towards the covers. The sweeper cover will come into play and they'll come back for the second run quite easily. 2 more runs added to the total. And this is how they need to approach. Let's have a look at those 2 wickets then. First one was Abdul Shakur Sher going for that reverse hit. Easy catch for Osama Hassan, and then Sagar Kalyan tried to go for that reverse sweep as well. Didn't learn from their mistakes. That's been played through the covers for another single. And now Abu Dhabi probably realizing the fact that spinners are probably going to be more handy, and now bringing in Anoop as well. He's bowling for the first time in this tournament and has started well.
Yes, better late than never. Oh, direct hit. Direct hit would have been game over. Game, set and match for Ajmal. But not to be. He survives.
Well, I think Mohsen could have done better. I think could have thrown it straight to the bowler, who could have done just taken off the bails, because Ajmal was nowhere in the frame.
Yeah, I think the bowler was also nowhere close to the stumps.
But probably he had a better, slightly closer angle to hit the bails.
Possible. And you're right. I think after you bowl, you need to get back to the stumps and be ready for that run out. I think Anoop didn't do that. That's a good delivery again. Way too far away from Adnan, but will be a dot ball. 5 overs bowled. It's 41 for 2. There's going to be a change in the com box. It's going to be Faizan and Mudassir to take you through for the next 5.
Zubair continues, and he's been taken for half a dozen here. Straight down the ground. Nicely done by Ajmal. He's come out with intent. All guns blazing. And look at that. Zubair tossing it up, making full use of it, hitting it straight. The safest part of the ground. Oh, nicely bowled by Zubair once again. Welcoming Mudassir Ali in the com box as well. Ajman seems to be in 2 minds, I think. That was a short ball. No bat involved, I reckon. Loud appeal coming in from Zubair Khan. So they are in a sort of a pickle here, losing 2 wickets, going at around 8.5-ish. They'll have to up the ante here, Mudassir.
The problem for Ajman is that both the run machine are back in the hut. Abdul Shakur and Sagar Kalyan. It's a new man playing his first game. Ajmal goes down on one knee trying to clear that long off, and he is able to do that. Wide off, long on, one bounce, a boundary. dealing in maximum and boundaries in this over, Ajmal.
Yeah, two good balls and then one in his arc. Hits it towards cow corner. Nicely played, one bounce, four. So yeah, runs have come off this particular over, 10 of them. He needs to maximize the last ball of the over as well. A mixed bag of an over coming in from Zubair, his last. And played on the leg side once again, in the vacant region once again. This time it's going to be only a single. 11 off the over already.
Good batting by Ajmal, taking on the experience Zubair, who has troubled their top order. Finding runs against Zubair shows his class. Ajmal, it's Adnan Mulk on strike. A big heave, not in control. Easy catch taken by Osam at point. Wicket number 3 is always among the wickets. The left-arm orthodox Zubair finishes his spell with a wicket to his name, though he has leagued 11 runs, but got that wicket of Adnan Mulk.
A poor shot away from the body, head falling over. Wanted to go big on the leg side. Leading edge, easy take. And Zubair, the wicket taker, has again picked up 3. 3 for 13 after 2. It's 52 for 3. 6 overs gone. Continues, swing and a miss. That was quite wide outside the off stump. And the umpire has stretched his hands. Wide call. So Anup, another left arm spin bowler. Very different to Zubair. He doesn't flight the ball much. He's going to bowl it flat and hard into the deck. This is up in the air. Another leading edge. Oh, falling shot this time around. I think Akif didn't anticipate the ball well. Or maybe just lost it in the sun somewhere because he was closer to the ball. He should have gotten to it.
Absolutely, and this time a bit quicker in the air, not in control. Very slow off the block. Akif, he was expecting his partner Mohsin to take that catch. Survives Anup. It's a left-hander, Harshit Kaushik, the new man in, facing Anup for the first time.
Big shot. Down on one knee. Bam! Kaboom! Goes outside the ground. What a shot coming in from the new batter.
Loves to play those big shots through the leg side. Harshit Kaushik, and in his own style, gets off the mark in the arc and goes big, goes down on one knee. High and handsome, a maximum.
Harsh hit from Harshit.
There you go. We have Faizan Khan in the house. I'll use this line in the next match when you're not around here.
As long as you can give me credit for this. Credit to be given to Ajman. They are not letting loose here. They lost a wicket in the last over, but they're still going all guns blazing. And I think that's the right approach. Positivity is the right approach. They're still looking for the ball, I think, outside the park. We've got it finally. So yeah, big start from Harshit. Ajmal is looking good on 17 of 10. This might be the phase that can make it or break it for Abu Dhabi here.
Oh, absolutely. And there's still the likes of Rahul Chopra to follow in this lineup. Good comeback. Excellent piece of bowling. He made that error on the previous delivery. Keeping it simple on the off stump, a dot delivery. Has leaked some runs here, Anup. 16 runs so far in 10 deliveries of his spell. Ajman are looking good to go past 100 wickets in hand.
Yes, certainly. We saw in the first game, 81 was never good enough. Easily won by Fujairah. So you need at least 100. This is up in the air, not timed. Can somebody get to it? Somebody does get to it and takes it. Oh, what a catch from Osama this time around. I think he has misjudged it. but he more than made up for it by hanging on to it.
A brilliant take from the youngster Osama Hussain. Talking about the batting of Ajman, and one more wicket falls, trying to go big, not in control. Got the elevation but not the distance. There comes Osama, a slide and brilliant take. It's the end of Ajmal, managing 17 of 11 deliveries with the help of a 4 and a maximum 61 for the loss of 4.
Rahul Chopra has come out to bat now. Very experienced campaigner. He's going to be on strike. Driven down the ground. Easy single there. Another good over coming in for Abu Dhabi when Ajman was just looking to take it away. They've pulled it back with a wicket here. Just 9 of the over and a wicket. It's 61 for 4 after 7. So Rahul Chopra is accompanying Harshit here. The floating power play has been taken, and that brings a fast bowler into the 4 of things here. 62 for 4 after 7. Akif, brilliant first over from him. He's going to bowl in the power play, and I think the right move as well, because he has the temperament and the balls to deliver. There we go. Slower ball, down on one knee, plays well. Only a single. Harshit wants a double. Cannot get it.
He has been very impressive. What a comeback in the domestic circuit for Akifullah Raja out of a national side, making an impact in this tournament. Wicketless but bowled brilliantly. And very good economy here in this tournament, Akifullah Raja. We enjoyed seeing him bowling in ILT. The way he got the wicket of Alex Hales, if you remember, Faizan.
I loved his celebration as well. He's still carrying on with that celebration, by the way, in this tournament also. We saw that in the last game. Drilled hard, powerfully, mightily. Beautiful shot. Not a bad ball by any means. It was just a little too wide. Almost a Yorker. Harshit gave it his everything here. 4.
See, this is the problem of bowling that Yorker. If you miss that line, a slight error and you will be punished. Good looking shot, power generated down the ground. A much needed boundary in this over. They have opted for floating power play. They have got 5 runs in a couple of deliveries. Harshit looking dangerous out there in the middle. 11 of just 4 balls.
Slow ball. Nicely bowled. Very nicely bowled. That's cunning bowling from Raja Akifullah. That's why you need to be a thinking bowler. Look at that. Beautifully bowled. You need to be a thinking bowler in these shorter formats. You need to change it up. You can't make it predictable. And that goes for the batter as well. You can't make it premeditated all the time. So I think it is very good comeback from Akif Raja after that 4. Just 5 of the first 3 deliveries. It's looking like a good power play over. Yorker! Brilliant! Boomer! And a chance! Goes down begging, unfortunately. Rahul was backing up too far with that one. He had all the time in the world, Akif, but possibly was living in the glory of that Yorker in that moment.
What a comeback by this fast bowler, going for the boundary, and next couple of deliveries. Change of angle, a brilliant Yorker, thought of a run, no chance of that, needed a direct hit. Misses by margin, Akifullah Raja. A brilliant over continues here. This shows his class and experience, Faizan.
Certainly. And it all boils down to that one beautiful league that's called ILT 20. You get so much confidence playing with those players, and it shows in Akif. Flat batted it beautifully. This was a long hop, and it's been taken for runs. 4 more. Good batting from Harshit.
Oh, absolutely. And full marks should be given to Harshit Kaushik for anticipating that slower delivery, back of line delivery from Akif. Waited and dispatched over that mid-off, one bounce. So runs are coming from the blade of Harshit Kaushik. Slowly, Ajman moves to 71 in 7.5 overs.
I think Akif got carried away with that because he had bowled a Yorker before that, so wanted to surprise the bowler. This is not a wicket to do that because it's very dry. The ball is coming slowly off the surface. This is down the leg side. Poor delivery from Akif. Trying too much here. All he needs to do is just bowl it full outside the off stump or on the off stump. Or that one Yorker that he bowled was beautiful. So 10 runs off the over and one more ball to go.
And I don't blame Akif for this. It's a commentator's curse. We're praising Akif a lot. And then leaking those runs. Akifullah Raja trying to generate that pace, aggression from the fast bowler. He would like to end his spell with a wicket to his name. That too of Harshit Kaushik.
Boom! Once again. Up and over. And 4 more. This has turned out to be a very good over for Harshit and for Ajman. It's 76 for 4 after 8.
So Maiko, the streaming partner here in UAE, can watch it, earn it, and own it. So much support coming in for this tournament.
That can be a tagline for your company as well.
They have the copyright.
Watch it, earn it, own it. Certainly a great app. You will be connected to sports all the while you're on this app. So if you love your sports, if you love your cricket, Maiko is the name. Zishan starts off with a dot delivery here. Pressure on Rahul. He needs to get Harshit back on strike as soon as possible. Oh, sprayed it down the leg side. Poor, very, very poor. No control whatsoever from Zishan there. You need to check those extra deliveries and extra runs given away.
Wayward delivery. This has been the problem with these two teams, Abu Dhabi and Fujairah, though they are at top of the table. But extras, a big concern for them yet against 5 extras, 4 wides been conceded. A couple of them in the last over and in this over.
Beautiful, slicing it off the bat. Oh, that would have been taken. That should have been taken. And the umpires will have to go and check for it, I believe. And they're running for the 4th here. So I think no need for the umpires to check anything now because 4 runs is what they have run already. Good running between the wickets and a very poor effort in the field.
For the first time, we have seen the batters running and taking those 4 runs. A brilliant effort coming in from the fielder. A fumble, and it cost them 4 runs. Excellent piece of running by Rahul Chopra and Harshit Kaushik.
This might be the first time ever in all of T10 that I've seen someone run 4 runs. In all of T10, mind you.
Rightly said, this was the first time we have witnessed batters running and taking those 4 runs. The next delivery down the long off. Just a single, but the good news for Ajman is they are getting those runs. Now 3 deliveries left. Can they get 10 more runs?
Absolutely, they have to cross somewhere around 100. Now they are running for the third. And look at that once again. Very quick, Rahul Chopra. Rahul Chopra wanted that 4th run right from the word go. Brilliant running. In comes Zishan, pressure on him now. Wide. Has to be not given by the umpire. I think Harshit is unlucky there. This should have been called a wide. It didn't bounce at all. Slow ball from Zishan. Look at that. Look at that. It's going. Maybe a good call from the umpire. Well, it was touch and go, certainly. From the naked eye, it felt it was way outside the off stump.
It kept on going away from the left-hand batter. There's a legal delivery. Low full toss. Look at that running yet again, trying to push for that second run, Rahul Chopra. One more delivery left in this over. 7 runs, though they have got that 4 runs, but still a decent over from Zishan Ali.
Yeah, certainly a very good over in the context of the game. This is where I think this over was very, very important for Ajman to get some runs off it. They haven't been able to do that. Still 1 ball to go. And I'm sure Rahul would want to go big on this one. Let's see what Zishan does here. Outside the off stump, nicely bowled. This time it's been given a wide. Good call from the umpire. Little touch and go once again. Look at that. Sprayed out, kept going out. Given wide by the umpire. That was the 8th run of the over. Still 1 more ball to go. If they can get a boundary in this over, then Ajman is all set for maybe 105 to 102 runs here.
Oh, absolutely, and Rahul Chopra on strike, and he'll be trying to get that boundary. On the back foot, use his wrist, and nicely pulled, always in control. We're talking about the boundary. He got that maximum to end the over number 9. Ends the over with a flourish. 90 on board for the loss of 4.
So last over to go. 6 more balls. Mohsin comes in. Mohsin goes out of the park. Does he? It's high. It's in the air. It's going the distance. Good effort from Anup. Cannot stop it from going over the boundary ropes. Another 6. Harshit is playing a gem of a knock here.
Cool as cucumber out there in the middle, Harshit Kaushik. The first delivery of the final over of this innings has been dispatched towards mid-wicket. Valiant effort from the fielder. But what matters are the maximum from the blade of Harshit. Stand and delivered. Power unleashed by Harshit. A good result.
Trying to go for it once again. Directed, and this might be close. They are running for the overthrows. Yeah, directed, and he was gone on the other end as well. This is all happening in this game. We'll have to wait and watch for the umpire's signal. I believe it's going to be touch and go because he didn't try to drag his bat on. He wanted to keep it inside the popping crease. It's been given 2 runs, I believe. Or at least a single here on the overthrows. Look at that. Losing shape this time, trying to hit it too hard. A direct hit coming in. And he's gone. So that run would be taken away. I think the umpires are calling for it.
They did not ask for the help from the TV umpire. He survives here, and the good news is they have got that run. Ajman, it's Rahul Chopra on strike, on the back foot, trying to play towards mid-wicket, not in control, going for that second run, a throw coming in from the deep, but lightning quick between the wickets. Rahul Chopra yet again, couple of runs for him.
Well, yeah, this is now looking good for Ajman. 99 for 4 on a slowish surface. This is going to take some doing from Abu Dhabi when they come back to bat. And it's all happened in the last 2.5 overs here. That over from Akif changed the course of the game. Brought the momentum back for Ajman. And then 15 in the last over. And started with a 6 in this one as well. And they, I think, have got 9 runs already in the first 3 deliveries. There you go. Ramping it up. And this time there's no single there. Keeper coming in to run to stop them from taking a single. All smiles though. Good to see. A dot ball. Very important dot ball in the course of the game.
Having fun, Kamranatha, lively figure to have in the field. This is the best way, Faizan, to shed some kilos. Running hard that sprint.
That was a sign for you, Mudassir.
Run from where? From the comp box?
Flat batting it. From the middle of the bat, it's going to hand. No, it is not. Falling in no man's land. Good bit of fielding. This time around from Zishan. Akif will pick it up and throw it back. Only 2. So just a single delivery remaining, and it's 100 up for Ajman. 101 for 4. That's a very good effort coming in from Ajman in the last 3.5 overs here. Mind you, they were 41 after 5. So in the remainder, 4.5 overs, they've gotten 60 runs already.
A good comeback. Second half of the first innings. Got 11 runs. Can he finish the over with a boundary here? Can he finish that innings? The glory shot. Runs in, moves in. On strike, Rahul. Little man goes towards the extra cover. With ease clears the boundary. In fact, it one bounce. 4 runs. Ends the over. Ends the inning with the flourish. Rahul Chopra.
105. 322 fours in this tournament. And 105 is what they've reached in their 10 overs. Well, that was a good call from me, wasn't it?
We are having a couple of Babas in the com box. Now, today we have got Faizan Khan predicting the total of 105. Couple of overs ago, he said 105, what they will be looking at. They have got 105 for the loss of 4 in their allotted 10 overs. Thanks to Rahul Chopra's brilliant 21 of 10 deliveries and Harshit Kaushik. What a knock this lad played. The left-hander, 26 of 12 balls. Talking about the batting. They started off very slow. Adnan Mulk 13 and Abdul Shakur 21 of 12 balls. Sagar Kalyan, Golden Duck, Mohammad Ajmal managed 17 quick runs, but it was this pair of Harshit and Rahul Chopra made sure they go past 100 run mark. 7 extras from the bowlers helping them to post 105 in their allotted 10 overs for the loss of 4.
Yeah, 47 runs coming off that 22 ball partnership. Bowling, Raja Akifullah was economical in the first over, was taken for a few in the second one. 2 overs, 19 runs. Mohammad Mohsin, very expensive, 2 overs, 26 runs. Zishan Ali, expensive again, the most expensive of the lot, in fact. 2 overs, 28. Anoop, 2 overs, 17, 1 wicket. He bowled well. But look at that, Zubair Khan, always among wickets. 2 overs, just 13 runs, going at 6.5 apiece and picking up 3 wickets. 7 extras helped the cause, and Ajman could cross 100 and eventually made 105 for the loss of 4. So we have the highlights package for you here. Let's take a look at what happened in the first innings of this game. Shakur, his trademark ramp shot coming in. Some swing of the bat as well. That too in the first part of the innings, and Shakur continuing with the ramp and the lap shots. One too many. After a little while, he tried to go for a reverse sweep again against Zubair and just found the fielder. Easy catch for Osama. And this was the time when they had lost it a little bit, Ajman. And then came the partnership between Harshit and Rahul Chopra. Some good shots coming in the middle. And this was in the air. This is how the third wicket went down. Again, Zubair took that wicket. Anoop came in. He was welcomed with a wonderful 6 from Harshit. Some hard hits from Harshit is what we saw. And again, they lost the wicket here. Good catch once again from Usama. The Harshit show continued. And he was joined by the experience of Rahul Chopra here. Flat batting it over the infield. Akif Raja's over changed the momentum of the game here. 3 fours in that over. Because of which Ajman could get runs in the last 5 overs at almost 13 runs per over. That is how the innings ended. And this is what is required for Abu Dhabi when they come out to bat again. 106 in 10 overs, going at 10.6 runs per over on this tricky surface. This might just take some doing from the handsome batting lineup of Abu Dhabi. We're going to go into a break and be right back. Stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai. Match number 22. Ajman taking on Abu Dhabi. Ajman batting first, got to 105 for the loss of 4, 13 for Adnan al-Mulk. Shakur Sher was superb for 21 of 12. Sagar Kalyan first ball, duck for him. Ajmal 17 of 11, and then Harshit Kaushik and Rahul Chopra provided that impetus that was required for Team Ajman to post that 100 runs, 105 runs, 26 of 12 for Harshit, 21 of 10 for Rahul Chopra. 7 extras in that innings. That's the bowling card. Then Zubair Khan, the spinner, picking up 3 wickets, and Anup Gopalakrishna picking up a wicket. So both the spinners doing the damage, all 4 wickets being picked up by them. They managed to restrict them to 105 in 10 overs. Now will be an interesting chase for Team Abu Dhabi. They've got a very strong batting lineup. My name is Mohammad Rashid, and joining me in the comm box is Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome back, Shoaib.
Thank you, Rashid. Well, a steep chase in the context of the game, the kind of wicket that this is. Ajman will have to bowl really poorly to lose this game from here on, because they've got the runs that they need on the board. Naik Mohammed, the King Kong from Abu Dhabi, hasn't fired in this tournament so far, but we all know what he's capable of. With him is another explosive batter. Enjoys this format more than anybody else. Kamran Atta, the player of the match for Abu Dhabi a few games ago.
It's going to be Shiraz Ahmed Pia to start the proceedings for Team Ajman. 3 wickets for him. He's very experienced. He's got a lot of franchise experience. He'll be coming in from the ICC Cricket Academy end. And he'll be bowling to Naik Mohammed. Kamran Atta, well, what a form he is in. And you were talking about the bowling of Ajman. I think they'll have to realize very quickly that spinners will probably do most of the damage. So they'll have to bring in somebody like Ankur Sangwan as soon as possible.
Well, yes. Shiraz Pia, he's the kind of a bowler who can get you wickets regardless of what the conditions are. He's very experienced, and as you mentioned, he's played a lot of franchise cricket, the Abu Dhabi T10. He's played some cricket in Sri Lanka as well. And the ILT20, of course, the DP World ILT20. So he definitely packs a punch. And you're right, if in case he doesn't fire today, they've got to bank on the experience and the expertise of Ankur Sangwan, the left-arm spinner in their attack. Meanwhile, first ball of the game coming up of the second innings, Shiraz Pia brings out the in-swinger, but doesn't get the line right and will be called a wide.
Well, that'll encourage the bowler. That swing Shiraz Ahmed Pia was able to extract on the first delivery. Naik Mohammed will have to be very careful. He's got a long on in place. No deep third. The other fielder outside the 30-yard circle is the square leg. And he's got a very strong offside field. So he'll probably be eyeing on the stumps, forcing Naik Mohammed to go for the big shots. That's an excellent delivery. Naik Mohammed is off the mark with that single. 2 runs on the board after the first delivery. Remember, first one was a wide, an extra conceded by Shiraz Ahmed Pia. Kamran Atta, well, what a player he is. Very destructive at the top. 176 runs for him. Look at that average, 44. And the strike rate is superb, 237. So definitely a man you would want to have in at the top of your innings if you would want to chase down those 105 runs which were posted by Team Ajman. And he'll be up against Shiraz Ahmed Pia. Low full toss, goes for that quick single. Off the mark is Kamran Atta. I think they'll try to just make sure that they play off this over from Shiraz Ahmed Pia. Not give away too many wickets in the power play. And then put pressure on Team Ajman. We've seen this. This is a wicket which really favors the spinners. All 4 wickets which fell for Team Ajman were picked up by the spinners. Zubair Khan picking up 3 and Anup getting a wicket as well. And now there's a change in the field, I think. Nope. I think they're back to where they wanted it to be. They've got a long on and a deep square leg in place. The 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle in this mandatory power play. Shot third and a shot fine leg as well. Shot mid-wicket in place as well. That's a good delivery. Excellent delivery right in the block hole. Dug out well by Naik Mohammed. That's an excellent start for Team Ajman. Shiraz Ahmed Pia not allowing the batters to really get underneath the balls. There you go once again. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. No chance for the batter to maneuver it for the strike rotation. This first over is proving to be really helpful for Team Ajman. The required run rate is 10.8. And I feel that Abu Dhabi will have to bat out of their skins to chase this down. Oh, that's a good delivery. Excellent delivery. The slower one, deceiving the batter. Naik Mohammed probably wanted to hike that over mid-wicket. Doesn't get a connection. And I think all the slower deliveries that have been bowled by the faster bowlers, they don't bounce as much. So that can be encouraging signs, and that can be something they can really play with. All the faster bowlers will need to probably use that slow deliveries to full extent. Four deliveries, just 3 runs. Oh, that's been played up actually straight to the fielder. First wicket drawn. Excellent delivery from Shiraz Ahmed Pia. And that was called before the ball was delivered. First blood drawn by Shiraz Ahmed Pia and Team Ajman.
Well, we all know that Shiraz has got the ability to take wickets. Look at that. Smart bowling, slower delivery, chipped in the air, and a very good catch by Adnan ul Mulk. Well, he knows the importance of that wicket. Great catch from Adnan. And that's the first wicket down. 3 for 1, Abu Dhabi. As Naik walks back after scoring 1 of 4 deliveries. It's 3 for 1.
Ali Abid, the captain, walks in at number 3. 7 innings, over 150 runs for him. Average of 37. Strike rate of over 180. Last delivery, excellent delivery, very close. Got his bat down in time. What an over this has been from Shiraz Ahmed Pia. Just 3 runs coming off it. Excellent start for Team Ajman. 3 for 1 after 1 over. Most runs of the Emirates D10 powered by Fan Code. Ali Abid leading the roost. He's got 185 runs, best of 60 not out. Kamran Atta from Abu Dhabi itself, 76, 177 runs for him and a best of 76 not out. Shakur Sher at number 3 and Rais Ahmed from Fujairah and Salman Khan from Fujairah. So Abu Dhabi leading the roost here in the most runs. So these two will now have to play quite differently. Now straight away spin coming in. It's going to be Ankur Sangwan. A very good move coming in from Team Ajman. Has been played towards square leg. No chance of a run. Excellent bit of fielding by the youngster Ajman Ahmed there. Doesn't allow Kamran Atta to rotate strike. And this is a good move. I think this is a brilliant move. Ankur Sangwan 6 matches 2 wickets. But he's a far better bowler than that. Straight up in the air. And that's been dropped by Ajman Ahmed. That was the chance. Oh, that would have been a very big wicket in the context of the game.
Well, 2 most runs scorers out there in the middle. They give you a chance and you have to take that chance. Ajman has dropped it, and how costly is that going to be? We'll have to wait and find out. This one's been played up in the air. A catch drop followed by a 6. Not surprising at all. Have seen that numerous number of times.
Oh yeah, that has been the case on a number of occasions. Look at that shot. That was a very well played shot. This is a difficult wicket, but Kamran Atta played that really well to get the first maximum of his blade. 9 on the board now. And like you mentioned, it'll be very important for Team Ajman to make a comeback. Two of the most devastating batters out there in this Emirates D10.
Well, that 6 was like a postcard written by Kamran Atta to Ajman. From Kamran with love. That was hit so cleanly. And that must have felt like a dagger in Ajman's heart. That 6. A much better delivery from Ankur. And they scamper through for a run as well.
Ali Abid doing the right thing. I think he's feeding strike to Kamran Atta, who's a very destructive batter at the top. He's at number 2 on the charts list for the most runs in this tournament. And that is the reason why Abu Dhabi has been doing so well in this tournament. They're right behind Fujairah at number 2. Down the leg side, question, and has been given as a wide. Anti-climax there.
Well, Abdul Shakur having a word with Ankur. That looked like it's going down the leg. It was quick. And Kamran immediately signaling in a way that nothing has touched him. And doesn't look like it touched Kamran. Oh, that's hit straight towards the long on. And will be taken. Was not hit cleanly. And Ankur Sangwan strikes on the last ball of the over. And Ajman will breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Well, that extra delivery helping Team Ajman at the end. And second wicket to fall for Team Abu Dhabi. This is a spot of bother for them. Kamran Atta, he's been brilliant throughout the tournament. Tried to go for that maximum. I think played it towards the wrong part of the ground, and an excellent catch taken by Harshit Kaushik.
I think that ball was there to be hit. Just couldn't get the connection right. So Kamran will feel that, yeah, it hit the bottom. So 7 of 6. Abu Dhabi have lost their second. It's 12 for 2.
Abdul Muqtadir Babar, the new man, he's played a few good innings and now he'll have to come to party for Team Abu Dhabi.
Looks like he's coming straight out of a gym. With those tight sleeves and bulky muscles. Definitely packs a punch. Pun intended. Ali Abid, he's the man for Abu Dhabi. It's been played towards point. Oh, Ajman there again with a wild throw. Not the best of outings for him today.
We're feeling the pressure, the youngster. He's very talented, very promising. Let's have a look at that. Trying to go over that shy and just get stuck in hand. This is a moment he'll remember for a long time. And the catch drop as well. But not much damage has been done after that. First delivery, Abdul Muqtadir faces, and he wanted to heave that over the extra cover. Doesn't get a connection. Osman doing a very good job. So now the faster ball is also getting that seam movement in. With the evening progressing and the lights coming on, I think this wicket will probably start playing more difficult.
$13 for 2. Oh, full delivery and some bat onto it from Muqtadir. That's another good delivery. Some movement in the air. And as you rightly mentioned, the ball is moving in the air. But I think as the night progresses and as we go and the lights are on, we might see some dew, and that might help the teams batting second.
Oh yeah, that might negate that extra bit of spin this bowlers are getting. And also the ball just might skid on. Meanwhile, that's been played upishly, not in control. Will fall in no man's land. But Muqtadir will get off the mark and off strike as well. This has been a good over from Osman. Just 2 runs coming off it. So they were exerting that pressure on team Abu Dhabi. Look at that, nowhere in control. I think that hurried on to him. So Ali Abid back on strike. That's gone up in the air. That's taken the top edge. And a good catch taken by Adnan ul Mulk. Second catch for him. And a big, big wicket. The captain will have to walk back.
Well, Ali Abid, what have you done here? Just losing the plot completely. That movement in the air, doing the trick again. Leading edge. And Adnan ul Mulk, what a good catch that is under pressure. Excellent stuff. Where was he all this while? A good catch to dismiss Ali Abid. Osman gets the wicket. Abu Dhabi in trouble. 14 for 3 now.
Ozair Bacha, the new batter. He'll have a tall task in front of him. He'll be up against Osman, who's bowled a brilliant over so far. Just 2 runs and a wicket in that over. Getting the ball to swing quite a bit. Good delivery outside off stump. That'll be given as a wide. I think the length was superb, but just the line where he faltered. And he got that extra bit of movement as well, which probably got him. That's the top edge from Ali Abid. Look at the catch. Right over his head. Judged it extremely well, and a good catch taken by Adnan ul Mulk.
Well, these catches are not easy, let me tell you, because they've come from the leading edge. They've gone high in the air, into the sky, and this is twilight time. So the lights are not on, and it's not all that bright as well. In that scenario, I think that is a very good catch indeed from Adnan ul Mulk. 3 overs, 15 for 3.
Three overs done, 15 for the loss of 3, and Abu Dhabi in a bit of bother here. New bowler, Isam. He'll be coming in from the school end. Leg spinner, gets the ball to turn quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see. First delivery, Abdul Muqtadir has got a hold of that, and that's flown. That's gone right into the school.
Well, that's gone right into the gym of the ICC Academy. Babar, what a clean hit that is. Absolutely brute power behind that shot. And it's gone, and it's kept on going. That's the max we could follow. I think it's still traveling.
Goes for that slog once again, straight to square leg. Ankur Sangwan does well.
So now you'll have to play with the angles. Now he's coming from the end where the onside is a bigger boundary. Come over the wicket, come around the wicket as a leg spinner, create that angle, finish on around middle and leg, and then make him play towards the bigger part of the boundary. That's the only way he can get a wicket, especially of somebody like Muqtadir.
Oh, absolutely, good point there. Somebody needs to relay that to the bowler. That's a better delivery. Straight to point. Quick single. Ayman Ahmed once again with a wayward throw. His bad day is just getting worse.
Well, he's just testing the skills of Abdul Shakur, and you can see he's not very happy with the throw that he got from Ayman. Could come back after that 6 being hit from Muqtadir. Hisam has bowled in the right areas. Nicely bowled, slower and flatter, and in the right area as well. And well played by Muqtadir. Very unusual. Haven't seen him do that.
Yeah, he's not trying to go after every delivery. He'll just wait for those bad deliveries in the slot deliveries where he can really put his force into it. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Short delivery, that's been played uppishly. Is it a chance? The fielder coming in just doesn't reach in time. It was a half tracker, but still unable to get it away. That does tell you how difficult this wicket is.
Yes, sometimes a bad ball can get you a wicket. This was a half tracker, and he skied that in the air. But again, because it was a bigger part of the boundary, and since he was on the boundary ropes, it took some time for the fielder to come near the ball. Good ball, very good ball from Hisam. That's a very well bowled delivery. Will only be a single. So a good over, this one from Hisam. After being hit for a 6, he's come back strongly. 4 overs gone. Abu Dhabi, 26 for 3.
Shiraz Ahmed Pia to come back and bowl his second over of the spell. This is a surprising move from Team Ajman. Normally he bowls in that floating power play over. But at the moment I think they've got a different strategy. They'll probably use Ankur Sangwan to bowl that over. There's a slight stoppage in play. I think the batters are not able to.
I think the lights are a little less compared to what it was, and it is getting a bit darker, and hence they're waiting for the lights to be switched on, which I think is fair because the sun is setting, especially behind the ICC Academy building. So once it crosses that, it gets even more darker here with the shadow falling on the ground.
Yeah, you were talking about that twilight area zone, and this is exactly that. It's a difficult period for the batters. Well, this has been a good start for Team Ajman. They've managed to pick up 3 wickets inside 4 overs. So an excellent start. Let's have a look at those 3 wickets which have fallen so far. First wicket was a good catch by Adnan ul Mulk. Excellent catch, and look at the celebration. Then Ankur Sangwan came in. Akam Ranata on the number 2 charts. He was taken by Harshit Kaushik in the 3rd wicket. Well, a big wicket in the context of the game. The leading run scorer for Team Abu Dhabi and the tournament as well was picked up by Adnan ul Mulk. Excellent catch. Usman bowling a good delivery. So this has been a rather good start for Team Ajman. The broadcast and streaming partners for this Emirates D10 2023 fan code, ARY Zap and A Sports for Pakistan, both broadcast and digital. CricTracker for YouTube, Sports Eye for Facebook for the rest of the world, and Myco for the rest of the world as well. It's an ITW, Prodigy and TPT 360 production live from the ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai. And what a tournament we have witnessed so far. Some thrilling games, and the good news then, the lights are on and the game is also on. We'll be back to live action. Uzair Bacha on strike. He's a good batter, but he hasn't been able to get going in this tournament so far. We're live from ICC Cricket Academy. This is match number 22 between Ajman and Abu Dhabi. Second game of the day. Super Saturday here. Team manager Sunil Rana for Ajman. And Shiraz Mia to continue. Slower delivery. Picked up early by Uzair, and they go for the quick single. Ayman Ahmed. Well, the ball is following him.
Yes, he's been busy today. And there you go. One of the most experienced match referee in the UAE. Always smiling, a true gentleman. And he's been so good in terms of imparting knowledge, not only to the umpires and the officials, but also to us. We've had some interesting conversations with Mr. Iftikhar Ali.
Oh yes, our knowledge has been increased. He's given us some insights on the rules and laws of cricket which have changed over the years. Meanwhile, Shiraz Pia up against Abdul Muqtadir Babar, plays it down towards the extra cover. Will only be a single. Ankur Sangwan does well. Okay, done. Number 2 pair. Okay, number 2 pair. Ali Abid number 1 pair. Three wickets down, 29 on the board. Uzair Bacha on 2. A slow bumper coming in, but it's a wide delivery. We'll have to bowl that one again. Shiraz Ahmed Pia. That's a good delivery. Right in the block hole, dug out well. Will be a single. Well, this is a surprising move for me. Shiraz Ahmed not bowling the floating power play. And I think probably they would want to get Ankur Sangwan to bowl that power play over. Shiraz Ahmed Pia has been brought in to pick up that another wicket probably of Abdul Babar Muqtadir, who was brilliant against spin. But they're yet to take his wicket, who's batting on 13 of 10. 75 required of 32 deliveries, a tall task for Team Abu Dhabi, but not difficult. Shiraz Ahmed Pia once again. He's got 2 deliveries to go in this over. Slow bumper once again, and he's missed out on his line. Will be a wide.
And that was a short bouncer, a slower bouncer maybe. That's what he was trying, but that was way off the mark.
Shiraz Ahmed Pia for one last time in this over. Holds a low full toss, and that's been played towards square leg. Will be a single. He's got one more delivery to go though.
Oh yes, I think Ajman have this game in their grip. And like I said, only their bowlers, if they bowl poorly, will they lose this game. One more ball to go. Needs to finish off well. He's given away just 10 runs, Shiraz. Oh, and you can see us on the screens now. Mohammad Rashid with me. Shoaib Ahmed, that's my name. Meanwhile, this one's been hit towards square leg, and that'll be a single to end the 5th over. So after 5 overs, Abu Dhabi are truly on the back foot. It's 33 for 3, and it's going to be a change in the com box. It'll be the most dashing Faizan with the most intellectual man in UAE, Mohammad Mudassir Ali.
Well, thank you so much, Shoaib, and I'm sure Mudassir would love the praise heaped on him by Shoaib. Certainly very intellectual, no doubt about that. So yeah, this match is going down the wire. Seems like certainly they've lost 3 quick wickets and trying to rebuild after that. Team Abu Dhabi. They've been put under the pump after winning the toss. In fact, losing the toss. They wanted to bowl first. That is what their captain told me. Alright, so we have the second highest run getter in the tournament, Kamran Atta, on the mic with us. We'll talk to him in just a bit. This is up in the air. It's gone almost. Well, that's missed by Ayman, who's having a horrid time in the field. It should have been taken, mind you. That's a life for Muqtadar. Look at that once again. Trying to go for the big shot towards the long side of the ground. And it was completely missed by our cameraman and by the fielder as well. Went to the boundary for 4. So once again, Mudassir is going to join me here. And we have Kamran Atta from Abu Dhabi on the mic with us. Welcome, Kamran. कैसा जा रहा है ये मैच आपके लिए? सबसे पहले तो ये बताएं, थोड़ा सा ट्रबल में आपकी टीम दिखाई दे रही है.
एक्चुअली ये मैच थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट है, थोड़ा टफ हो गया है क्योंकि अर्लियर विकेट चली गई हैं मेरी और अली की, तो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. इंशाल्लाह बाकी होपफुली लड़के खेल रहे हैं, बाबर अच्छी फॉर्म में है, बाकी लड़के भी अच्छी फॉर्म में. इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है कि हम जीत जाएंगे.
ऑलराइट, मुझे ये बताइए कि टूर्नामेंट के बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं? बिकॉज बहुत अच्छे से ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया जाता है ये टूर्नामेंट और बड़े लेवल पर खेला जा रहा है. सो टूर्नामेंट के बारे में क्या कहना है आपका? काम
ये काफ़ी अच्छा टूर्नामेंट है. इसमें काफ़ी यंगस्टर को सबको चांस मिल रहा है, जो भी अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है. तो इजी है सबके लिए कि सारा लाइव टेलीकास्ट हो रहा है, सभी देख रहे हैं इसको. तो अच्छा परफॉर्म करें और आप आगे काफ़ी इवेंट्स हैं, T10 लीग है और UAE के इवेंट्स हैं, तो इसमें आपका चांस बन सकता है कि आप इसके लिए क्वालिफाई खेल सकते हैं.
कामरान मुदस्सिर हियर, कैसे हैं आप?
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हैं?
ऑल गुड. और आपकी बैटिंग तो काफ़ी मज़ेदार है, काफ़ी लंबे लंबे चौके और छक्के भी लगाते हैं, लेकिन किस बॉलर की कुटाई करने में आपको काफ़ी मज़ा आता है? इतने सारे बॉलर्स हैं यहाँ पे, लेकिन कोई एक बॉलर का नाम बताएं जहाँ पे आपको खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा आता है.
मैं नाम एक लूँगा, राहुल भाटिया. उसकी
क्या
बॉल
कहने।
उसकी बॉलिंग खेलने में मुझे ज़्यादा मज़ा भी आता है और मेरा दिल यही करता है कि मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रन लूँ इस ओवर में।
राहुल ज़रूर आपको सुन रहे हैं शायद।
जी
और एक चीज़ कि आप ज़्यादा दौड़ नहीं लगाते जब आप बैटिंग करते हैं विकेट के बीच में,
जी
लेकिन
जी
जब आप विकेट के पीछे होते हैं तो बॉल लेके कहाँ पे दौड़ना चाहते हैं आप हर समय।
बस यही कोशिश होती है कि क्योंकि विकेट कीपर का यही काम होता है कि वो ज़्यादा एक्टिव हो। विकेट कीपर ही पूरी टीम को खिला रहा होता है तो विकेट कीपर को एक्टिव होना चाहिए, क्योंकि बस मेरा यही होता है कि कुछ भी रन्स पीछे से ना दूं और टीम के लिए फ़ायदा हो।
ऑलराइट कामरान, अपनी बैटिंग से खुश हैं आप? जिस तरह से बैटिंग कर रहे हैं इस टूर्नामेंट में सेकंड हाईएस्ट रन गेटर हैं, आपके कप्तान इज द हाईएस्ट रन गेटर। अबू धाबी टॉप 2 में दिखाई दे रही है, आज ज़रूर प्रेशर में है। लुक एट दैट, कामरान अता 7 मैचेस में 228 का स्ट्राइक रेट, आज अनफॉर्चुनेटली नहीं चल पाए। तो अपनी बैटिंग को लेकर कितना कंफर्टेबल है, कॉन्फिडेंट है, आगे क्या उम्मीद की जा सकती है आपसे एज अ बैटर?
इंशाल्लाह मेरी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यही कोशिश होती है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रन्स टीम के लिए बनाऊं, ठीक है। और बस इंशाल्लाह लगे हुए हैं इंशाल्लाह यही कोशिश है कि अच्छा से अच्छा खेलें, ज़्यादा बॉल डॉट नहीं हो, मतलब कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बाउंड्रीज ले सकें और जिससे टीम को फ़ायदा हो।
चले आखिरी आपसे सवाल जाते जाते कि आप काफ़ी माहौल बना के रखते हैं और इन द मीन वाइल बाउंड्री हैज़ बीन स्कोर्ड एंड 50 कम्स अप फॉर अबू धाबी। टुक सम वाइल, 6.1 ओवर्स। कामरान अता अभी भी हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। ये आपके साथ आखिरी सवाल रहेगा कामरान, और टीम में ख़ास तौर से माहौल काफ़ी अच्छा बना के रखते हैं, तो आप भी कुछ हमें सुना सकते हैं एक दो लाइन अपनी शेरो शायरी की?
शेर व शायरी के मामले में मैं बहुत ज़्यादा पीछे हूँ
चले सही है, आप इसी तरीके से परफॉर्म करते रहें और ऑल दी बेस्ट आपके फ्यूचर मैचेस के लिए।
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू।
Well, that was Kamran Atta, and in the meanwhile, this is turning out to be a good over for Team Abu Dhabi here. Kamran Atta from Abu Dhabi is a brilliant batter, has shown his class in this tournament till now. And now Abu Dhabi is looking good. 51 for 3. Runs have started to flow in. They need a lot of them. In fact, 55 more runs required. But I'm sure if Muqtadar is there, Muqtadar can murder any bowling. This has been hit hard, this time by Uzair Bacha, and it goes all the way for another maximum here.
The tall right-hand batter getting some runs for his team, Abu Dhabi, though they have lost the run machine, Kamran Atta and Ali Abid cheaply. It's time for Uzair Bacha to get some runs for his team and looking strong out there in the middle.
Well, Uzair Bacha goes, betcha, I can hit you out of the park. Brilliant shot. Wide, has to be way outside the off stump. Not a bad idea though to bowl it just wide outside the off stump, trying to stretch the batter to hit the shot, but just couldn't get control out of it, Ajmal. He was very good with the bat, not so much with the ball yet.
Came into the side in place of Nasir Aziz as an all-rounder. A brilliant delivery and nicely played. A fumble by Ankur Sangwan, one of the safest hands in this side. A rare fumble from Ankur and a couple of runs for Abu Dhabi.
All right, 62 for 3 now, 6.4 overs gone. 4-6, wide 2 is what has come in this over. 15 runs already. This has been drilled down the ground, straight to hand, I reckon. It does go straight to hand, only a single. So a very good over, a game-changing over coming in here for Abu Dhabi. And this might just shift the momentum a little towards them now.
16 runs so far in this over. Final delivery is Muqtada, who is on strike, looking good on 26 of 16 balls. Back of line delivery, nicely bowled, surprised the batter. Ends the over with a dot ball, 63 for the loss of 3, 7 gone. So 63 for the loss of 3, 7 overs. But hold on. They're having some discussion. I reckon the on-field umpire wanted to check for that front foot no ball.
Yeah, certainly. So that was the last ball of the over. They are checking the front foot and that's clearly a no ball. So horrid time continues for the bowler. Ajmal, very expensive in the last over and now he'll have to re-bowl the last ball. One more run added to the total, mind you, and an extra delivery. A game-changing over here for Abu Dhabi. And Ajman seemingly is on the back foot now. The body languages have changed. And it's looking like a competitive game of cricket here. 6.5 overs, 64 for 3. That is the score right now. 17 runs already of the over. He'll have to re-bowl the last ball again. One more big hit. And Abu Dhabi is well and truly into it. Here we go. Oh, inside edge from Babar. And this goes for another single. 18 of the over, finally concluded. 7 overs gone, 65 for 3. There's another discussion that is going on between Babar and the umpire. They have taken a floating power play here. There was some conversation going on. Babar wasn't happy about something. Well, they should be happy about the fact that they've got a floating power play just at the right time for them when the momentum is going their side. Brilliant partnership between Muqtadar Babar and Uzair Bacha. Uzair 20 of 11, Muqtadar 27 of 18. This is the game-changing over, I can tell you this. I have a feeling it's either make it or break it here for Ajman, this particular over.
Oh, yes, and they have got those runs in the previous over. They were in trouble but got 17 runs. Now 18 balls, 41 needed. They need to take advantage of floating power play. It's Usman running in. Down the leg. And there we go. A wide has been given. Everyone are here under pressure. Not only the players, the umpires as well.
Absolutely. Run rate that was going at around 7 runs per over before the last over has now reached 9.4. This is very good for Abu Dhabi. They need 13.3 runs per over from here on to win this game. Gettable. Very gettable. Especially with Babar out there in the middle. Took the pad and I don't know what Shiraz Pia was doing there. Well, he's possibly very bad at football.
It might be the new trick from Shiraz Pia. Wrong-footed and he's in trouble.
I think as he was thinking of bending down, he must have felt something in his back. May have... Look at that. There. He just pulled out of it. He wanted to go for a dive. Possibly tweaked something in his back and pulled out of it. And now he is holding his back. Nicely bowled. Very nicely bowled. Back of the length. Slower delivery. Babar into the shot too quickly. Decent start to the over. Started with 2 leg byes and a wide. And now a dot ball.
Just a season old here in UAE domestic circuit. The right arm fast bowler Usman. He has been impressive. Bowling that crucial over. Floating power play, that too up against Muqtadar Babar and keeping him quiet Usman till now.
His bowled 8 deliveries given just 4 off the bat. This has been picked up nicely. Square leg will have no chance to stop that one. That's going to go for a 4.
Just could not execute the plan properly. Wanted to bowl in the block hole. Just missing the line. Uses the wrist power generated. Once he clears that backward square leg fielder, it's all for written on that.
Well, if you bowl there to Babar, Babar can murder you. The way his muscles are built up, he can pick you up and put you long back out of the boundary. Deposits those shots like he deposits his money in the bank account. This is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. He deposits that over third man for a maximum here.
Now he's looking much better. Babar Muqtada getting those runs, power unleashed the previous delivery. Short pitch delivery on the back foot, over the backward point. The result is maximum, much needed maximum from the blade of big man Babar Muqtada.
What a shot. All wrists, all forearms, all that gym coming in to help him on that particular shot. Brilliant. Abu Dhabi looking all set here now. 12 runs per over required to win this game. 14 balls, 28 runs. Muqtada Babar going all guns blazing. Along with Uzair Bacha. Yorker swinging in the air. And that saved Babar. Had it not swung, it would have hit the off stump, the base of off stump. Nicely bowled. Good comeback delivery from Usman.
So after going for runs, you need to be brave enough to bowl that fuller delivery. Luckily, Babar wasn't able to connect that one and he survives. It's 37 for Muqtada Babar of 22 balls. Last delivery, need a boundary.
This is up in the air. It's gone nowhere. Somebody needs to get underneath. Somebody does. Ajmal is the man. It's an easy take for him. And now Babar is gone. Another twist in the tail. This match is going down the wire. I can tell you this. 4th wicket down. 78 on board.
It's been very impressive, Usman. The fielder at mid off Ajmal, running towards his left couple of yards, and well judged catch taken to get rid of big man Muqtada Babar.
Well, yeah, certainly it could not turn out to be the Muqtada ka Sikandar for this particular team, Abu Dhabi. Babar gone for 37, 78 for 4. So 2 overs remaining and this match is going down the wire. Abu Dhabi has a new batter coming out in the middle rather. It's Osama. And Ankur Sangwan continues outside the off stump, slashed hard straight to the fielder. Emirates does good this time around. He has had a horrid day in the field. But this time, it's only a single. So Osama is going to be on strike for the very first time. 27 more required, 11 balls remaining. This is turning out to be a very interesting game of cricket.
Absolutely, and the youngster Osama up against Ankur Sangwan. A wild swing. Good ploy by left arm orthodox, keeping it away from the right hand batter. What they need is a dot ball, and he got that Ankur Sangwan.
Ajman well and truly back in the game after that wicket. And this time, he gets it up and over. Nicely played. And nicely placed as well. A welcome boundary. It was required for Abu Dhabi after quiet 3-4 deliveries that we have seen. Every dot ball can change the equation for both these teams. Nicely played.
Yes, good use of the feet.
Well, that's Sports Eye, and you can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere for your sporting updates, for your cricket updates.
Not to forget the TikTok.
Absolutely. We have a fan of TikTok here in the combox. The guy who's talking about TikTok. White ball in the meanwhile. So that's another run added to the total. They'll take it. Doesn't matter how they come.
And talking about TikTok, Faizan, if someone is famous, it's our director, Shahid Selfie. He's very famous on TikTok nowadays.
He has been the hero of Facebook as well. Full toss missed out. That name, Shahid Selfie, actually was his first page's name. And it became so popular that everyone started calling him Shahid Selfie. I can hear him laugh in my ear right now.
Brilliant effort from the young lad coming down the track, and the bottom edge. Isam Mutiur Rab. What an effort by this young lad. Definitely saving a couple of runs. It was away from him. Full end dive.
Would have been a spectacular catch had he grabbed it. That's a good shot. Flat, hard, and good bit of fielding as well on the outfield. And the keeper is a little late because the throw was weak coming in from the boundary. That's 2 runs added to the total. Well, we've gone down to the last over here. It's 88 for 4. 18 more required to win in the remaining 6 deliveries. Game on. So 18 runs required to win in 6 deliveries. And guess what? The bowler who's coming into bowl gave exactly 18 in the last 6 deliveries that he bowled. Ajmal is coming into bowl, gave away 18 runs in his 1 over. If that is repeated here, certainly it's Abu Dhabi's game. First ball of the last over. Yorker, brilliant start. Only a single. And that will keep Osama on strike. Is that good news or bad? We'll have to wait and watch.
He's a youngster, but known for hitting those big shots. Osama Hussain. Ajmal, known for bowling those death overs for this team. Ajman. There you go. Back of line delivery, rolling his fingers. How did he miss that? It was an easy chance going for that run. But Ajmal misses completely.
He won't be proud of that, I can tell you this. He has a wry smile on his face. Even my 4-year-old would have hit the stumps from there. Look at that. Look at that. He had all the time in the world. He could have run to the stumps and broken them. Nonetheless, it's only a single, and that to a bye. In he comes again. Oh, castled him. Beautiful delivery from Ajmal. What a comeback over this is turning out to be. And that too, the last over of the innings. Another wicket gone. And I think with him, the hopes of Abu Dhabi winning this.
Getting a game and making an impact. Ajmal bowling that final over. Pulling wicket to wicket and missing the line. Strikes Ajmal at the right time for his team. It's Uzair Bacha who is walking back after making 23 of 15 balls. 90 on board for the loss of 5.
Wrap down the pads here. Loud appeal given. That felt close right from the word go. What an over this is from Ajmal. It's been given. So it's all but over here for Abu Dhabi. Oh, perfect. Good call from the umpire as well. It swung in very late in the evening. Brilliant ball from Ajmal.
What an appeal, screamed, shouted, begged, at last getting that wicket. Golden duck for Akif. Now they are in control. They're almost there to get those 2 points. Ajman, without troubling the scorers, Raja Akifullah walks back 90 on board still. But the wicket column shows 6 down.
Penultimate ball of the over and another beautiful delivery coming in from Ajmal. Oh, this is brilliant to watch. What a great final over coming in for Ajmal here. 18 of the first over. Bowled no balls, wides, gave away runs easily. And then coming in to bowl the last over, and he's a completely different bowler all over. Brilliant. Last ball to go. And swing and a miss. That ends things up. And Ajman have won this comprehensively. We thought this was going to go down the wire. The last over, the game was on, but it belonged to Ajman and Ajman only. Or rather, it belonged to Ajmal and Ajmal only.
Word of play. We have Faizan Khan in the house. Ajman, Ajmal. Good one. But what matters is the 2 points for Ajman. Getting this man Ajmal in the side. And he made the difference. Brilliant with the bat and perfect line and length bowled in the final over and getting 2 wickets. Ajman winning by 15 runs. Much needed victory for Ajman. That too against the mighty Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, this tournament has just gotten interesting because Ajman wasn't doing really well before this game. It was required for them to win this. They have won this and it will bring some confidence in their unit. So all the changes they made in the side today working for them, and they have won the game by 15 runs. That's a big margin in a T10 game. Look at the scorecard. Abu Dhabi started very poorly. Naik Mohammed 1 of 4. Kamran Atta, the second highest run getter in this tournament, 7 of 6. Ali Abid, the highest run getter in this tournament, 2 of 4. And then there was a partnership between Muqtadar Babar and Uzair Bacha, and at that time it was looking as if that Abu Dhabi might pull out a highest here, which didn't happen eventually. 37 for Muqtadar Babar, 23 for Uzair Bacha, and then 7 for Osama. Nothing much to talk about for the remainder two. Raja Akifullah not on the first ball, and Anup Gopalakrishna, well, he was not out after facing 2. Total 90 for 6 with 13 extras and losing the game by 15 runs. Look at the bowling unit for Ajman. Brilliant names there. Shiraz Ahmed Pia, 2 overs 11 runs picking up a wicket. Brilliant. Ankur Sangwan, 2 overs 18 picking up a wicket. Mohammad Usman, great bowling from him. 2 overs 14 picking up 2 wickets. Pick up the bowlers there. Isam Mathiur Rab got just 1 over, gave away 11 runs. He bowled decently in that over after a first ball 6. Harshit Kaushik 1 over 13 runs, and Mohammad Ajmal gave away 18 in his first over and just 1 from the bat in his second. So 2 overs 19 runs and 2 wickets. 9.5 runs per over was his economy rate. A brilliant bowling performance coming in from Ajman after a brilliant 3-4 overs in the first innings. This is how the game went for Abu Dhabi. First wicket down already very quickly, and then Kamran Atta hit some good shots and lost it completely there. It was there to be hit, just could not time it. And this was the third wicket to go down, and a very good catch coming in from Adnan, the captain of Ajman. Isam was taken up for a first ball 6, came back strongly in that over after that. And then at this time, Babar was looking to murder the bowling. Some lapses in the field from Ajman as well, letting him go. Then this was another 6 from Babar down the ground. Brilliant shots all around the ground from Uzair Bacha as well. This partnership was taking things away from the Ajman unit. And shots all around the park for Babar. That one was massive. And this one was easily taken eventually by Ajmal, who was among the thick of things in the last over as well. Some couple of good shots from Usama Mir as well. And then a brilliant last over. 2 wickets in that over for Ajmal and just 1 run off the bat. And that is how they sealed the deal. Ajman and Ajmal. Brilliant performance from Ajman. Very professional performance coming in for Ajman here. So yeah, that's the match summary for you. Harshit Kaushik, the leading run scorer in the first innings, 26 of 12. Rahul Chopra, 21 of 10. And Shakur Sher, 21 of 12. Zubair Khan was the pick of the bowlers there for Abu Dhabi. 3 wickets for just 13 runs. Anup Gopalakrishna, 1 for 17. And Raja Akif couldn't get a wicket. He bowled really well, especially in the first over rather, where he didn't give anything away. Well, the second innings, Babar was the leading run scorer there with 37 runs, and Ajmal picked up 2 wickets eventually to seal the deal. We'll take a look at the points table here and see how the teams are faring. Fujairah and Abu Dhabi still on top. Fujairah has won 6 matches out of their 7. They are on 12 points, clearly ahead of Abu Dhabi, who have lost their third game today. Although they are also looking like a team to reckon. Emirates Red beat Fujairah, the only team that has beaten Fujairah in this tournament till now. Ajman is now sitting pretty at number 4. And a long way to go for Sharjah, Dubai and Emirates Blue with 4 points each. So last 4 teams, 4 points each. That's how it's looking like. So yeah, still a long way to go in this tournament. Still a long way for Ajman and Sharjah and Emirates Blues and Dubai. Well, let's go down the ground where Shoaib Ahmed is ready for the post-match presentation.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm here for the post-match presentation for the game between Ajman and Abu Dhabi. For Ajman, it was a very important game in the context of the tournament, having won just 1 game out of their 5 games before this. But this time, the difference was that they played like a unit, played like a team, fought together and made sure that they win this game against a very strong Abu Dhabi, who've had a dream run in this tournament, who've been in the top 3. But today, they had to taste defeat, and that was because of a clinical performance from the men in purple. The Ajman team winning that game, and a must-win game and a very important game today, and that has kept their hopes alive in the tournament. Batting first, Ajman got to 105 in their allotted 10 overs, and on a wicket like that, I think that was a very good score from Ajman. In reply, in the second innings, their fielding was absolutely remarkable, especially those 2 catches taken by Adnan ul Mulk, the captain, set the tone for Ajman in the second innings and made sure that they win this game comfortably in the end. In that last over where 18 runs were required, the bowling was phenomenal, and that is how they won this game convincingly in the end. Joining me in the post-match presentation tonight is the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He's got the player of the match memento in his hand, and this goes to a man who's had an all-round impact in the game, first with the bat and then with the ball as well. With the bat, he scored 17 runs of 11 balls, and with the ball, he got 2 important wickets in his spell of 2 overs. The player of the match, none other than Mohammad Ajmal. He'll be coming forward and taking the player of the match memento from our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. All-round performance with the bat, with the ball, and making sure Ajman win this game. Thank you, Mr. Ali. Ajmal, of course, you've done well today. Overall, it has been a rocky performance from the team, but you'll be very happy with the performance that you've put on tonight.
Yeah, I feel very proud. After, I think, 4 or 5 matches, we win. Maybe. Yeah? Like that, yeah. 4 or 5 matches, we will win the 1 match, and we have chance again. Yeah.
Tell us about your performance here, first with the bat. It was not an easy wicket to bat on. How did you plan your innings?
We have no other plan. We have only hitting plan, because this is T10 match. If we get 1-6 or 2-6, that is good for team. That's our plan.
Well done tonight and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
That was the player of the match, Mohammad Ajmal, the man with few words, but definitely not short of entertainment. That's it from the post-match presentation. We've got another match coming up, and this is going to be Emirates Red versus Emirates Blues. So the colors taking on against each other here in just a few moments from now, but you make sure you join us after a break. We'll be right back with all the action. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.